My whole life I always wanted to be that nigga. Look in the mirror like I could be that nigga. Ask AB, y'all can't see that nigga. And he can shoot, how you gon' D that nigga? Telling me.
MrRadio is a versatile, dynamic, determined, on-air radio personality for DTFradio.com. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, Williamsburg area of Brooklyn, and raised throughout the, throughout the Ridgewood, Bushwick, Williamsburg area. So yeah, Brooklyn to the death. I was working for the marketing department and the promotion side of things for DTF management. One thing led to another, where the management company ventured off into the radio scene, opening up this radio station, and there was a couple of shows that were on at the time. It was a small station, it was just on the come up. But one thing led to another, where one of the shows had got canceled on a Friday night. I was hanging out in the studio on a Thursday, and shout out to AZ and AR. Those are the bosses. They had came up to me and a couple of my peers that were at the studio that day, and they told us, they're like, we know you guys hang out here. We like your presence here, but you guys can no longer hang out here if you don't get on the radio tomorrow and do the show and hold down that slot that's open. So I was a little taken back by that idea, because I had never been on the radio before, and but I'm one to take on a challenge, so I jumped right into it. DTF stands for Dropping the Flavor. The most embarrassing blooper I made on radio actually was recently. It was a Thursday afternoon. My show is Monday through Friday, from 12 to 2, so it was an afternoon slot. And my job is to get these people hype. They're on their lunch break, so I'm over here like focused on getting these people hype, and I'm not even paying attention to what the day is. So I'm over here shouting everything out for a Friday night, like, yeah, we're gonna be over here, we're gonna be over there tonight. The party's popping off over here. It's Friday, the weekend started. And then I just see my phone ringing off the hook like crazy, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And everybody's like calling me like, yo bro, like, are you okay over there? Like, it's Thursday afternoon, it's not even Friday yet. So I felt like, oh man, so I had to, backtrack and let the people know, it's still Thursday, not Friday yet. Aside from being a radio personality, I'm an events coordinator, and I also work with this website called artsandrhymes.com that caters to the hip-hop community and the hip-hop culture, embracing all elements and giving equal representation to the culture, not just the element. People think of hip-hop, they think of rap, but it's more than just that. So shout out to everybody representing the culture properly, and make sure you come out. Quick little promo, April 29th, April 30th, Masters of the Arts event. This is an event that I've put together to be able to showcase exactly what I represent, the hip-hop culture. I know a lot of people, especially now in a recession, times are hard, but first and foremost, my main goal will be to get a game plan together and being able to help others, progress and succeed in life, getting jobs, and getting roofs over a lot of these homeless people out there in the streets. A lot of people who lost their homes, due to many different circumstances. So help my peers and the people around me. I don't say hidden talents. It's pretty funny. One day I was watching TV and stuff. I was watching Jerry Springer's old episode, and this fat dude had came on. And he was bugging out. He was doing a whole bunch of funny stuff, and he started doing the belly wave. I don't know if you know what that is, but I can do that. But I'm not showing you guys, no. But it's funny, just bugging out and stuff. My zodiac sign, I'm a Pisces. Hustle hard by any means. The last thing I ate today was a bacon, egg, and cheese. Ketchup, mayonnaise, salt, no pepper. Don't mess up my sandwich now. I beat Jay-Z, man. Definitely a hard worker. Definitely represents what Biggie said, from ashy to classy, on a higher level. You know what I'm saying? Definitely an entrepreneur and somebody I would like to be in the future. My grandfather, Moses Camacho, great representative for who I've been. You know what I'm saying? Very hard worker, entrepreneur. definitely a hustler and a grinder, and businessman. The word naked means beauty. It means human art. It means life. If I can say one thing to Oprah, I'm gonna tell Oprah stop being a hater. And what I mean by that is that she is a great, she is a great representation for women and and hard-working people out there. But when it comes to the hip-hop community, she seems to not understand what we represent. So you need to stop hating, step out the circle that you're in, and research a little more and get to understand that hip-hop is a beautiful culture and a beautiful community of people that are out here representing the struggle. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to voice our opinions and our views on life so that we can be able to change and not remain the same. Hustler. I don't have a specific person who I think I would say would play me in a movie, but whoever it is has to make sure that they're a very hard worker, very determined, but also finds time to have some fun. Because I work so hard and I'm always on the move and I'm always in and out of meetings and keeping busy, on my spare time I just like to kick back, relax, catch a movie here and there, have a drink, go kick it with my lady and stuff. So nothing too crazy, I like to keep it easy. I say cheetah. Cheetahs are always on point, always focused on what they want. You know what I mean? They're determined to get that prey, and I'm determined to get to the top. You know what I mean? And make something out of myself. If a drink were to be named after me, I would call it the pregame. The pregame because I am the life of the party. I like to get things on and popping. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. You know what I mean? Get your sip on, get hear some good music. Order that at the bar. Tell them you want that pregame. My real name is Brian Camacho.
I'm large on the streets. Large on the streets. Large on the streets.
Vado.
I'm large on the streets. Large on the streets. Every time I touch mic.
Vidon.
Every time I touch mic.
You win.
Every time I touch mic. Every time I touch mic. I'm large on the street scene. I keep cream. I'm large on the street scene. Cause I keep cream. I'm large on the street scene. I keep cream. I'm large on the street scene. Every time I touch mic, I'm large on the street scene.
Head start bopping like who's this? Vado that dude spits, sharper than steak knives.